Hi everyone, this is how to make a modular origami tree like this. Okay, this actually uses multiple sheets of paper, and basically you need 15 square brown sheet, 15 cm square green, and this is a 12 and a 9 cm one. And this is a yellow strip of paper, 15 cm by 1 cm to make the star. Okay, so what we're going to do first is make basically these sections, and these are all folded exactly the same way, but just using progressively smaller sheets. So let's remove these first. So turn to the white side, and we're going to fold both diagonals. Okay, then horizontal and vertical. Okay, then we're going to fold all four corners into the middle. Okay, open it back up. Then we're going to fold all four corners into the middle, one after the other. So fold a corner in, the edge in, then fold the next edge in, then fold the next edge in, and finally the last one. So what you will end up with is a 4x4 square grid of 16 squares and diagonals folded. Now next what we need to do is just fold this diagonal, and we need to collapse this into what they call the square base. So what we're going to do is just bring these two corners together and those two corners together, and it will collapse down into the square base. Okay, so once you've got your square base, what we're going to do next is we're going to basically fold this edge upwards. So what we're trying to do here is actually create a base, like so. So you see this edge, fold it across to here. So try to bring that point to this point, but there's going to be like a valley crease there, so it's going to be like that. So this forms like a 3D face of the tree. Now once you've done that, what you need to do is see this little triangle flap here. You need to basically tuck that in underneath, and it will kind of lock in place. Okay, and then you repeat the same thing on each one of the other sides. So as we rotate it anti-clockwise, as it were, we're going to again push, fold this corner up to this corner, and it's going to valley fold there. Can you see that? And again, we're going to fold this flat so it tucks underneath in between those two bits, and it starts forming one half of that kind of pyramid shape. Then we go to the third face, and again exactly the same thing. We're going to fold this corner up to there, and there's going to be a valley fold there. You see that? Okay. And again, that flap underneath, we're going to tuck it in underneath it, and it kind of lock into shape. And that's the third face. Okay. And the final one, again, exactly the same thing. Fold that corner up to there. It's going to be a valley fold there. And this is the last triangular flap here. Now this is a lot trickier to force in, because like this is the last part and there's actually not much give in this side of the paper. So what you need to do is you actually have to roll it. Roll the paper. And as you roll it, try to get that corner into that gap. You have to kind of roll it in on itself. And it's tricky, but like if you persevere, it will slowly go into that gap. There we go. I might have to open it a little bit. and eventually it will go into a gap and form this kind of a four-sided pyramid. Okay, and you have a look, there's like this cross underneath, there's little gaps. So what you would do is repeat exactly the same thing for the remaining two sheets. And what will happen is that they'll stack on top of each other. And you just put like a tiny drop of glue on here just so that it won't pull apart. So let's do that now. Okay, now I've just done all three of them. So you got three of these square base pyramids, and literally all you're going to do is just stack them on top of each other. So see across there, you actually have to basically wiggle these in, like so, and just push them down a little bit, and then repeat on the next one. So yeah, basically have to open them up a little bit, just feed that cross in, and once it's in, it should happily slide in. There you go, should happily slide in. Okay. Now to make the base, take the brown sheet, again on the white side, you're going to fold one diagonal, one horizontal, one vertical, turn it over. There's a remaining diagonal that hasn't been folded, so fold that diagonal so brown touches brown. Turn it over to the white side, poke it in the middle so it kind of collapses, and bring all four corners into the middle to form the square base. What we're going to do next is fold this side and this side into the middle. You're going to turn it over and repeat on the other side. Okay. Then what we'll do is bend these parts back. Okay. And also these ones back as well. So basically unfold those, open it the other way. And what we're going to do with these, we're going to actually push these onto the inside. So once you've folded these, what you would do is open up the model and just push them onto the inside, and you'll get the kind of square cone. Like so. And what you're going to do is you've got to collapse it again. Just push it all together, and it forms this kind of like arrow shape. And then again, you're just going to push it in to the base of the tree, like so. Okay, and finally, we're going to make the star. And to do that, we're just going to tie a knot into this strip of yellow paper. And literally, I'm talking like a tie knot. But what we're going to do with the knot is we're going to kind of slightly flatten it. As we pull the knot together, what we're going to do is just gently flatten it down. And what you should get is this kind of pentagon shape. See this little extra flap there? If you just push it over, you get this kind of pentagon shape. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap the rest of that strip around each edge of the pentagon, and it will naturally follow the contours, as it were, of the pentagon. As you wrap it round all the way to the end, okay, what we will do is we'll push the last bit underneath that little strip here, and it'll kind of lock. And once it's locked, you're going to pinch the corner with a finger and thumb, like so. If you just pinch it in with like your nails, it will kind of form a 3D point. And if you continue going around each one of the 5 points, you'll eventually get this kind of 3-dimensional star shape, like so. And then finally, you will put a drop of glue here and you stick it to the top. And you end up with this Christmas tree. Thank you. Bye.